All right. Well then, what are we doing?
Should we just do a standard high roll?
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Sold.
Dang,
Sold.
that's tough. But here it comes with the tie.
Oh, very close.
So close.
You know what? It was so close that I think it would just be fair of me to let you go first.
Okay. I don't remember how this deck works.
I do know how this deck works.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The plan for it. Oh wow, look at that. A handful of blues. Who would have guessed? Oh, that's so disappointing though. I can't do the really, really brutal turn one. Oh. Shucks. What do I want the most here?
Maybe I should, read my cards before we actually started playing.
It's been too long?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I haven't played since the pre-release, which you guys won't see because,
Oh, that's a shame. They won't see it. They won't know what the end results were. Oh, what a shame. Ah. Well, all you need to know is I was at the winner's table. Let's not pay attention to what the ending scoreline was.
Of course.
I think I had 6 points, and that would put you at 7 points. Yeah, I think.
Which means I was actually in second place. Out of like 3 people.
It was 8. It was 8.
It was 8.
It was 8.
If it was 3 people, then 2 of us would have
too strong.
I still can't believe, I didn't get the mat.
The person who won, by the way, offered me the other promos. I should have taken him up on it on reflection now because the amulets are actually highly playable.
Really?
I have 2 amulets of ice in this deck.
They were pretty good. I probably should have put it in my deck in the pre-release, but I didn't want it.
But I mean,
I'm
even
slow
in
at
Pauper,
deck building.
Even in Pauper, Amulet of Lightning's actually low-key good. Amulet of Earth is trash.
Yeah, that just
Amulet of Ice isn't great either, but
I mean the Amulet of Earth, you get that just by playing a card? I forget.
You have to fuse Earth because all of them require you to fuse something use them that turn. So already that's a huge downside for it because Earth cards are shit.
Wasn't lightning? You just had to do damage. And
no, if you fuse lightning, then you can use it to give something go again. But you do have to fuse lightning that turn.
What am I thinking of? Maybe I'm thinking of an ability.
There might be something else. Yeah. Oh, you're thinking of her embodiment of Earth. You just have to deal damage.
That's what I'm thinking.
Correct.
I'm thinking of the embodiments, not the amulets.
The amulets.
Okay.
I think the Amulet of Earth is you can crack it to make something block for more.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say, I have access to Earth, but I don't think I have any Earth cards in this deck. I think it's all Ice. Trying our best at Pauper controlled him. I should put the Code of Frost in. I'm really unsure of my time skippers. Wait, hang on. Oh, that's what time skippers is for. Never mind. I'm okay with time skippers. Time skippers is good.
All right, well, let's start it off with a good old blood tribute.
Okay. Sure. You opt 1 and then you banish the top card, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Bold start.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, it worked out.
Did it?
Yeah. Right. So I banished the top card, which is this one.
Yep.
It's a Lunar Tide Plunderer.
Okay. So you turn off Blood Debt for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I forget. Does that enable anything else? Do you need to do that to crack hooves?
Yep.
Okay. So hooves is active too then.
Oh, I forgot this doesn't have Go again. Woo.
No, it's an instant.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't use an action. That's why it doesn't block.
That's probably why it doesn't have go again. It doesn't need it. Guys, I haven't played in like a month. I forgot that you even have to like pitch to play things.
It's a little less than a month. But yeah.
It's been
a bit. Month. It's been a busy month. Let's put it that way.
So I will then pitch Hungry Slaughter Beast for 2.
Okay.
And
Axe coming in.
Swing with my axe.
All right. So then you draw a card and then discard a random card, right?
Yep. Ooh, I forgot it's random.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Currently swinging for 3.
Gotta make sure not to show you.
Oh, come on. I like that we both have the Goliath gauntlet showing.
Fuck! Literally the one card in my
Alright, so 3 damage coming at me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna block 3 of it. Oh, maybe I didn't want to block a Chokeslam. Chokeslam actually is kind of good against the Brute.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to do anything, so that blocks all 3.
Yep.
And then I could destroy this to gain another action point.
Yep.
To do something. Do I want to do that?
That is the question. Hey, at least I only made you discard a pitch 1.
Never mind, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Shucks. I already resolved that, so.
Okay.
God.
Arsenaling anything?
Shadows. That's so bad. Yeah.
Okay. Deck, I'm gonna need you to do something for me here. I'm gonna need you to draw either a blue or a yellow card.
Me?
No, my deck.
I'll do it.
Yeah. A yellow would work too. Please no reds. I'm gonna draw a red.
Of like the 3 reds you have?
I drew a red. Sana.
Ooh.
That's unfortunate. It's not that big a deal, but... Okay. Well, so I could pitch 4, but 4 is not enough for what I had in mind. So what do I want to do here? I think this is the world we're in right now. We're gonna pitch a Snow Under for 3 and play Emerging Dominance. At the beginning of my action phase, I destroy it, and then the next Guardian attack action card I play this turn gets +1 and dominate. And then I'm gonna Arsenal a card, and it's all you.
Okay.
I know, very, very scary turn. Oh. Oh. Huh. Huh.
Oh, frick. Oh, man. Just realized I did something bad.
Yeah? What did you do?
It's okay. I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell you later. But it's kind of dumb. Like, pretty bad.
That's what we like to hear. Oh, this is actually like, I consider this one of the best cards in this deck, but I realize it's actually really bad against a Brute.
Oh, so stupid. Okay. Well. First, I'll play another Blood Tribute.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to banish that. It is.
Ooh, that is a blood debt card.
Uh-huh.
Although you have turned it off this turn.
Yep. Okay. So I'm going to pitch a savage swing.
Mm-hmm. This is where me not attacking is going to punish me.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate that this has to be like this, but oh well. So I'm going to play Wrecker Romp.
Okay.
I have to discard a card at random.
Yep. All right. Discards that card. Yep. Okay.
It's unfortunate that it's a red savage swing.
All right. So 8 damage coming at me.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Sweet. How do I want to do this? Okay. I'm going to block for 3, for 2, for 1, for 1. So 7.
Okay. Now, I don't think I can boost this now. I probably should.
No, you
I
would
can only
have to do it
boost
first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you take 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Boom. And that breaks itself.
Yep. Those are battle worn.
That one's battle worn.
They just
that
got
one's blade
-1
break.
counters. Yep.
So the shield is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And there goes one of my ice cards.
Okay. And that's my whole turn.
All right.
You know, you're eventually going to find out what the dumb thing
Yeah?
is. It's just when I have no more options.
You're going to find out what my red card is. I was going to keep that Chill to the Bone in hand because it is an Ice Fusion card, but I realize I don't need the Ice Fusion on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, start of my turn, Emerging Dominance sacks itself, so the next attack action card I play this turn gains +1 and Dominate. I'm going to pitch Crush the Weak for 3 and Debilitate for 3, and I'm going to play Glacial Footsteps for 6, 11 coming at you with Dominate.
Oof.
And if I had fused it with Ice, it gains Dominate. Which I realize I don't actually need to do in this situation. I probably should have cracked Goliath Gauntlets there too. Oh well. That is one of the few red cards in the deck, and I think you can see why. Because it's a 10 power deck.
Oh, I can't. I only have. Okay.
That, if I fuse it, does gain Dominate, but in this case I realized I didn't need to fuse it, so.
I can only block
that's why we
with
blocked.
one
card from hand.
but I can also use.
You can also block with equipment.
Okay. Which I only have
Correct.
1 equipment to block with. Weird. Okay, so I'll block 3 and
that is the finisher of the deck.
and 4. I think I
All right.
I think that's one of the reasons why I lost, or I got second place in the pre-release.
All right, so take the 7.
Yep.
All right.
Oof.
Yeah, that is one of the places where I made the exception. I was like, I'm going to run red cards, even though obviously I need a lot of blues to pay for cards like that. Mm-hmm. All right, well that's my turn. Oh dear Lord, what is this hand? Okay, we have a plan. And on the bright side, I left you plenty of cards in your hand to do stuff with, so you're welcome.
I mean, ooh, I just realized. These cards don't really... Oh, right, Blood Debt.
Ooh.
It's fine, it's fine. There's no way I cannot... There's barely any way I cannot turn off Blood Debt.
Maybe. If that's banished 3 random cards from your graveyard, you're at a 50-50 odd there.
No, it's a Blood Tribute.
Oh, okay. Yeah. With Op 2, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I can't tell if you're making Blood Tribute look useless or look really, really good.
What do you mean? What's useless
Well,
about it?
because you haven't actually benefited from banishing anything yet.
It's true.
But you have kept Hooves of the Shao Beast open as a possibility every single turn.
Well, I mean, now I've got stuff that I can play from here.
Can you?
Oh, wait, I'm thinking of...
You're thinking of Chain.
Yeah, I am thinking of Chain.
I mean, like, you do have Spew Shadows in your deck, which would allow you to play things from there.
Yeah, it's
so
unfortunate
I mean, like,
that one of them...
Yeah, that is true. But at least, your Levia deck does have ways to play things out of there, but none of them naturally come with it.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to find ways to do it. I need to build a Levia deck for Ultimate Pitfire. That needs to happen. Alright, let's go. Oh, Wreck a Romp.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least that's a non-blood debt card.
Yep.
Alright, well, blood debt turned off another turn.
Maybe I should... Yeah, I'll just play this so that I can get it out of there.
Yeah.
Yes, this was the mistake.
Okay, I mean, I was starting to gather that when you said you were eventually going to play it once you ran out of options. Mm-hmm. Then I started to figure out it was probably going to be the Arsenal, but...
Yep. Okay, so how do I want to organize this? Okay, so... Destroy this. This goes in the graveyard.
Okay, yep. This time we're using the Goliath Gauntlet.
Yep. Then...
Look at us, remembering to put our equipment in the graveyard. We're learning.
I will pitch this.
Okay. Dreadwood Rumbler for 3.
To play this.
Rally the rear... Oh, because you were thinking you were going to block with it?
Yes. That's why it was dumb. Because I put it in there thinking, yeah, I can have it anytime to block anytime. And then I'm just like... I can't block from the Arsenal, can
I? No, you can't. But not bad. All right. I'll block 3 of it.
So, it has plus 2.
Plus 2. Yep. Mm-hmm. So 8. I'll block 3 of it. Take the 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And then I will Arsenal this.
Okay.
Much better card to Arsenal.
All right, well, it's pretty close, despite me hitting you for 11.
I know.
Well, I didn't hit you for 11, but almost.
Yeah. You hit me.
I swung for 11, yeah. With Dominate. All right.
Ooh.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Actually, was that right? No, I was supposed to keep that card, wasn't I? Oh. Ooh, that's a mistake. That was not the one I was supposed to block with. I even set it up in my hand to not block with it. And I blocked with that one instead. Oops. Well, you're gonna find out immediately what it was. I'm going to pitch Icy Encounter for 3. And I'm going to play Blue Emerging Avalanche for 2.
I see.
It has Ice Fusion. I have an Ice card in my hand. So I create a Frostbite token under you. So
perfect.
There you go. That's yours. Cherish that for next turn. Yeah, I was supposed to keep the red one and block with the blue one because I was going to play it rather than pitch it, so it didn't matter. So Emerging Avalanche, which has Go Again on it, and so next turn I destroy it, and the first attack gains +1 next turn, rather than +3 on the red one. But, here we are. And,
see, that's why you only put the red ones in there.
Do I want to...
No, that doesn't make sense, because you would have blocked with it anyways.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, what you are supposed to do with Guardian is put in, like, Emerging Dominance, Emerging Power, and those are supposed to be reds, and the rest of your deck is supposed to be blue. But I needed more cards to fill out the list, and so I put in blue Emerging Avalanches and all that, too. Do I play this? Yeah. I don't play Winter's Bite. Target hero discards a card unless they pay 1.
Oh, it's unfortunate that there's no, like,
the spite
mana pool, because I had 1 left over.
Yep.
And he didn't hit me, so I can't gain.
Ooh. Oh, that's sweet. Hang on, never mind. This turn's fine. I love this turn. It's great.
Discard a card.
Or pay 1.
Or pay 1.
Which
is essentially
you probably,
the same thing.
Well, no, you probably should pitch then to pay. because then it goes back into your deck rather than going into the graveyard.
That's
Unless
true.
you want it in your graveyard, which you are one of the decks that could care about that, but you do have a pretty beef graveyard right now.
I do.
So I don't think that's necessarily a concern. Whereas with how many cards you've been banishing and discarding, running out of cards is a real possibility.
It's not at random, right?
No, you just get to choose. Just target hero discards a card unless they pay 1. I could have targeted myself, to be fair. I also could have given myself the Frostbite token. Now we're seeing the more control aspect of this deck.
Yeah. I love it.
I bet.
I could get an action point on your turn.
Maybe I could have done this better, too. Oh. Okay, never mind.
I guess, yeah, I'll pitch for 2, because...
Yep. Reasonable. All right.
Now, what do I do
And,
with that floating mana?
I have 1 floating mana as well. And that had go again as well. So I'm going to crack Helm of Eisen's Peak and give myself +1 intellect until end of turn.
Oh, so...
I'm going to draw up to 5.
Okay. The turn doesn't end until you draw? I forget.
It's until end of turn, and when you start your end phase, you arsenal card, then you draw up, and then your turn ends.
Okay.
Yeah, it is
That
kind of
makes
weird
sense.
how they word them, but yes, that is how that works.
That's a good card.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep. That is the Pauper Guardian equipment. We did not get any new Guardian Pauper equipment in Tales of Aria. They're the only one.
Really?
I don't know why.
It's because they're so big and beefy anyways.
Technically, we did. We got the shield.
Okay.
That's what our Pauper equipment was, which is kind of a weapon, kind of not equipment, but...
I mean, it doesn't have a
But I mean, I am
on it.
using it, so... But yeah, didn't get anything for here, even though Ranger and Runeblade both did.
Mm-hmm.
That's the funny thing about Runeblade, is you can almost have a Pauper set of entirely Runeblade equipment now. You're just missing the gloves. And there are gloves for Runeblade. They're in Crucible of War.
Right.
But they're like Majestic, so you can't play it in Pauper.
And they're going to be super expensive now that...
Probably.
Yep.
But like in Pauper alone, they have a head, chest, and boots for Runeblade. It's obscene. Alright. So, doing anything with that 1 remaining resource?
No. I'll keep it on reserve.
Technically, you could crack the Ebb and Fold, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it.
Yeah.
Alright. Draw up to 5. Okay. These are cards. These are cards we like. Okay.
Alright, so it's my turn, right?
Yes.
Oh, that ruins everything. I hate you.
It's all part of the plan. Only 1? Oh, something really, really stupid I could do. But... Okay, so we're like almost certainly arsenaling one of these. I suppose I could also play it. Man, Blue Emerging Avalanche is just so bad. It's literally just going to give +1 to one of my attacks.
That previous turn literally like ruined this hand.
All part of the plan. All part of the plan.
Well, you know, I can switch it around. There's another way I can do this. It just won't be as good. Okay. First, I'll play this Blood Tribute that I arsenaled.
Okay, you have to pay 1 more for it though.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. Frostbite's working out.
You know what? Maybe I don't actually want to do that. You didn't see anything. You guys didn't see anything either. This is edited out. Definitely. Oh, no.
On the bright side, Frostbite does go away if you do nothing. You will take blood death damage.
This is stupid. I hate it.
It sounds like I did in fact make a control deck.
I should have gone with that Katsu deck where everything is like 0 cost.
True. Katsu is definitely where I change my equipment around slightly. Then we don't run time skippers. Katsu is definitely one where we bring in boots that block. Do you know what the sad part is? Is that the boots are actually one of the easiest to switch pieces of equipment for me in this deck. And I have a battle-worn helm and a blade break shield, which means if I add something that blocks for 1, I can, with my equipment, block for 3, which means it's the best chance Iron Rot has ever had of actually being the right choice.
Yep.
But they printed Runaways, which is strictly better.
Yep.
Because it blocks either physical or arcane. So good. It is just better. Yep. I was like so excited. I was like, I might finally use Iron Rot in one of my heroes. And I'm like, but Runaways is just better, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I suppose I could do Iron Rod chest piece, though. But then I have 3 different chest piece in my equipment sideboard.
No, god damn it.
That's what we like to hear.
You know, I'm going through the turn like, oh, but I can do this. And then I remember, but it has that.
Pew-pew, pew-pew. By the way, Ravenous Meat Axe also costs 3 to cast, or to use too. I know. Frostbite's brutal, man. It's a good thing that definitely was my only way to give you Frostbite in this entire deck. Definitely.
Okay, so I can't do the thing that I wanted to do, and I can't do the backup thing.
Plan C.
I could do. So I'm gonna have to rely on Plan C.
Swing with the meat axe? The usual Plan C, Plan D for a Levia player. Well, I guess I could just swing with the axe. Or do you have something even better? I mean, swinging with the axe isn't necessarily great if you do have something better, because discarding a random card from 4 cards does not greatly increase your odds of doing more damage. There is a very, very funny card that I have here, and I think it's a 2-of in this deck, but I was thinking it wouldn't do that much, but I realized that I could use it in a very comical way to have you kill yourself. You're nowhere near that point yet. So, that's a little disappointing, but...
Okay. I think I worked it out. And...
It's the GIF with the woman and the math numbers on the board.
Okay, so...
Yep.
I pitched this Deadwood Rumbler.
For 3? Yep. You're gonna meat axe?
Swing with the meat axe.
Okay.
So I forgot it's at random. Ugh.
Yep.
Oh well. It may work. This may work.
Well, that consumes the frostbite. So, no more frostbite.
Oh, okay.
But you have no mana floating.
Yes.
That only does the first card or activated ability.
Okay.
So. And then if you do nothing, it destroys itself at your end phase.
This is unfortunate. Okay.
Well, who knows? Maybe you'll discard the right one.
It's...
Now, Hooves is banish, not discard, right?
Whenever a card is put into your banish zone, yes. Oh, is this discard?
Yes.
Okay, then I can't do that. Oop. Oh, well.
Well, I don't know what you're considering, but you could, in theory, Blood Tribute to banish something, and then activate the Hooves. And if you have 1 card left that can pitch to swing with something, then you could. I don't know what you're holding, though. But in theory, if you don't discard the Blood Tribute here, you could still activate Hooves this turn. That does almost guarantee that you are discarding the Blood Tribute here.
Well, I mean, Blood Tribute's here. I can't discard it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of good for you, then. In theory.
I could just play it right now, right? Or
well, you have to discard first.
Okay, so I should... Okay.
Well, so the thing is, now Blood Tribute is free again. because there's no frostbite.
That's true. Yep. Pick a card. I hate you.
Yeah? Is that what you wanted?
No.
Oh, that was the pitch 3?
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Swinging for 3? I'll take the 3.
Okay.
Oh, you can also gain resource off the Blood Drop Brocade. I forgot about that.
Yep.
I don't know if Blood Drop Brocade or Heart and Cross Traps is better for you, but...
But this does not have go again, so that's why I can't
you
do
would need
anything.
another action point.
Yep.
Which, again, you can Blood Tribute.
I can blood
because it's an
tribute.
instant.
That's true, yeah.
So if you Blood Tribute and you banish something, then you can crack the hooves and gain an action point. And I'm down to 11.
Yep. So, blood tribute.
Yep. Your odds are pretty high.
Yep.
I would think, anyways. I would certainly hope.
I was barely lucky. Okay, then banish the top card. It's one of these. A Record Realm. So, Blood Debt's gone. I can activate this. Yep.
Yep.
So this goes in here. I really have not cycled through this, like, at all. So, I can pay a lot of...
On the bright side, we both did block with our battle-worn equipment before cracking them. So, that's good at least.
That gains me 1.
How much damage is coming my way?
Unfortunately, not as much as I would like.
Keep in mind, too, you do have a resource point off Blood Drop.
I do, but it's only 1.
That is true. That's why I wonder if Hardened Cross Traps is actually the better one for the Brute.
Yeah, it might be. I think we were discussing this last time, and I
Yeah.
didn't change anything.
Well, I do have a pile of Hardened Cross Traps now, so...
I might have one somewhere. I don't even know. Anyways, I'll pitch this Primeval Bellow.
Okay,
Which is unfortunate.
yep. Got it.
And then play Predatory
Assault?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, since I've
6 or
discarded...
more. I don't think you have with 6 or
Wait.
more power.
I'm thinking banish.
Yeah, but you are still swinging for 6.
No, I did discard a card.
Well, you
Didn't I?
discarded a card,
I
but it was
discarded a
Primeval
card.
Bellow.
Because of this, when I attack.
Yeah, it was Primeval Bellow, though, so it doesn't have 6 or more power.
Right. Dang it. So it doesn't have dominate.
Okay, so I'm not supposed to be greedy here, right? Yeah, I really shouldn't be, so... I want to be greedy, but, like, my next turn's already good enough as is, so I'll block 3.
Okay. I
There
don't
goes
like that
another
you
Glacial
blocked with
Footsteps.
I guess it is blue.
It is, but blue is still 8 damage.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll take 3 then.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, down to 8.
I don't know if you guys know, but that was a pretty long turn.
That's okay, you gave me plenty of time to think about what my next turn would be.
Oh, that's perfect.
Alright, so you get to draw up. Because I think you will be blocking this turn, but we shall see.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so this is... Okay, that's how that works. Alright. Alright, so start of my turn. Emerging Avalanche sacks itself, and the next attack this turn gets +1. Ooh. And I'm going to do the unthinkable. I'm going to pitch Glacial Footsteps, blue, for 3, and I'm going to crack Time Skippers to give myself 2 action points.
I don't like that. I'm going to get hit for like 16 damage here. Or maybe 20.
And then I'm going to crack Goliath Gauntlets to
this
give the
like-
next attack action card +2.
Is this like double my health kind of?
I don't think so. Oh, it is lethal though. If you don't block. Alright, and I'm going to pitch... Sadly, I wanted to Arsenal this card this turn, but I'm going to pitch Crush Confidence for 3. Because Crush Confidence, if it deals 4 or more damage to you, it turns off your hero's abilities and activated abilities, which would allow me to prevent Levia from turning off Blood Debt. For a turn.
It's not that bad for me at the moment.
Yes, exactly. There's only one. Yeah. There's only one. So pitch that for 3, and I'm going to play Snow Under. So swinging for 8, +1 off Emerging, +2 off Goliath Gauntlet. So 8 total. And Ice Fusion, revealing an ice card in my hand, Icy Encounter. If it hits, you get a Frostbite token.
It doesn't have Dominate, right?
It does not.
Okay.
Swinging for 8.
8. I mean... it could block.
Yeah, I really wanted to arsenal either Crush Confidence or a blue Glacial Footsteps, but taking the other 3 damage down to 5 seemed incredibly risky. Burning through my equipment.
Well, guess I'll just block it all.
All right. Wow, exactly 8.
Yep.
The whole point of like these are that they're supposed to be bad to block because like you'd have to block 9 to block 8 because you'd have to block with 3. But all right, so you block all of it.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna crack Heart and Cross Straps to give my next attack a cost 2 or it costs 2 less to play. I'm gonna play Icy Encounter and swing for 5, and if it hits, create a Frostbite token under your control.
Unfortunate that I don't have the Rally the Real Rear Guard right now, but I think that's discard a card.
Yeah, it does. Anyways. It is discard a card. All right, are you taking the 5?
Oh, I guess these are still out, right?
Yeah, technically.
Am I at 13?
I mean, the Frostbite token will vanish when your turn ends anyways.
The question is, do I want to take 5 and then hit you?
Will you be able to hit Is that a pitch 3 that you have?
Oh, right. I'm getting a Frostbite
token. You're getting a Frostbite token, yeah. Unless that blocks for 5, you're getting a Frostbite token. And this is what we cracked the Time Skippers for.
I see.
I'm having a relatively good time of fusing ice, which is one of the important things that I want to test here. Because 1/4 of my deck is ice cards.
Well, I guess at this point it's like I'm not going to have a turn on my next turn.
True.
So
do you want to arsenal that card, or do you want to block for whatever it blocks for? Or if it pitches for 3, you can still swing the Meat Axe.
It's unfortunate that it does not.
Well, you didn't have to pitch 3s anyways.
No, I didn't. You made me discard them.
Which also means, pew pew, pew pew, you're taking some Blood Debt next turn.
Oh.
Exactly 1 point.
Yep.
And all of my equipment is gone now. Aside from my weapon.
I'm glad.
Oh, come on, don't be like that.
If I'm going to bleed, at least you still have to feel the pin. I'll block.
You'll block 3 of it?
Yeah.
Alright, take the 2. And here's your Frostbite token.
Hey. Glad to see you again.
For the very short amount of time that you have that for. I think I want to see Glacial Footsteps before I want to see Crush Confidence, but I'm not 100% sure of that. Both of them were actually really good in this matchup. I was thinking Crush Confidence wasn't even necessarily that amazing, but this is definitely one where I like it. Alright, well, now that none of us have any cards in hand and all that, I guess I'll draw up.
Yep, now it's my turn.
Yep.
I guess I'll end my turn.
Draw up. Frostbite goes away. Alright, well, what do we want to do here?
Ladies and gentlemen, that was not editing. That was the shortest turn I've ever done.
What do we want to do here?
And everyone in between. I guess I should be inclusive.
What am I doing here?
No, I guess.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to pitch Thump for 3, and I'm going to play Emerging Avalanche blue, and I'm going to fuse it with ice to give you a Frostbite token.
Frick. Hate it. I hate control. That's why I'm no longer playing Magic.
And then I'm gonna pitch. I think that's the right way to do this, right? So I have one floating. I mean, I think that's the right play. I'm gonna pitch Chokeslam for 3 and swing with Icy and counter.
I took.
Oh, one blood debt. Yeah, you're at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've put a ton of Wrecker Romps in that Banish Zone. All right, and now I'm gonna swing for 4. And if it hits, it's gonna create a Frostbite token.
Okay. Great.
Now we have you on the back foot. The funny part is I still have lower health right now, though.
Yeah.
I've been awfully greedy for a control deck. But ironically, I'm a control deck where it's more than blocking, I'm really about just hitting you with things that cause problems. And I've had 2 good turns in a row for causing problems. This emerging should be like down there. My playmat looks so bare, especially when my pitch goes away. It's a much closer game than the last time you played Pauper Levia, though.
Yep. I mean, I think you were running hot and I was running cold.
You were running a bit cold and also didn't realize how much when you have constructed Dorinthia, you have to overblock the Dawnblade. Mm-hmm. It's like when we were playing sealed, it wasn't as big of a problem because like we had limited card stuff. But like
once it's
constructed, yeah. I am guaranteed to be able to buff that attack after I swung with it. Like guaranteed. There is something in my hand that is going to make that hit harder. Which is what I love about Warrior. And why I like Dorinthia better than Bolton. Because Bolton is a little more attack-based rather than weapon-based. I do actually wonder, though, with Dorinthia, if I am supposed to put the hatchets in my sideboard and have 2 of my slots dedicated to having the Axe of Body and Mind. Because against control decks where they're going to block heavy, Dorinthia starts doing very poorly. Because if they're just over blocking the attacks, like, it keeps stalling her turn out. And having 2 weapons would improve that. Is this the rare occasion where you just take damage without blocking?
I thought about it.
You never do that. I always give you crap for not doing that.
I mean, if I take the 4, basically I'm going to be paying 2 extra for my next turn.
For whatever your first thing is, yep.
Which could mean, like, I would have to pay 4 or 5 for something. I mean, I'd have to, like, pitch my whole hand to maybe play the Ravenous Meat Axe or something. I don't know. It's bad.
Well, Meat Axe would only cost
Feels
4.
Bad, man. I know. I said 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Depends.
Well, that is very much the goal I set out with this deck. And I'm not a huge fan of control either, but I just kind of wanted to see if it could be done. Because I feel like before Tales of Aria, there wasn't really any true control decks in the game, or not many, and even fewer in Pauper. But now with all the ice cards they added, there's so many control aspects now that are available that I was like, can it be done? Because I'd like control to be an option, you know? Keep more players interested in it. And this seems to be working, although this is much more aggressive than a normal control deck. What you are lucky about is I had no ice cards in my opening hand.
God, that's so stupid.
Because the reason I let you go first is the hope is that I have an ice card that costs, or that pitches for 3, and I pitch it to his ability to make you put a card from your hand on top of your deck, and I just rip apart your hand on turn 1, and then I get to swing. But sadly, that was not the world I was living in this time around. I'm sure you're very disappointed too.
Yes, I'm definitely paying attention to what you're saying.
Just take your lumps.
Yeah, I'll just do it like this. I will block all of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, block for 4.
Block for 4? All right. Well, then that is the end of my turn. Whoop, whoop. Ah. Speaking of an avalanche.
Okay.
Look at this playmat right now. Just look at how little I have left at this point. No banish, no pitch, no shield, no equipment.
Yep.
Just this one emerging avalanche in my hammer. Oh. Okay.
Well, guess I'm pitching my entire hand to play Ravenous Meat Axe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Pitch for 3.
Oh, yeah, that's true, because you do only need to pay 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There goes Frostbite. Swinging with the axe.
Swinging with
What
the
are you
axe.
discarding?
I'm probably discarding this card I draw.
Does it have 6 or more power?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's finally swinging for 5?
Yep. Is it 5? Oh, yeah, it's only +2.
What do I want to do here?
Nothing's going into my graveyard. I'm going to take a hit of blood damage.
Again?
Blood debt again, yeah.
I can't.
Or my banish zone, rather.
All right. I'm going to block for 3. Take the 2.
Okay.
Down to 6. Slowly wearing me out.
I think that's all I can do.
All right. Well, Emerging Avalanche sacks itself. I'm +3 or +1. No, +1 to my first attack. So I'm going to pitch Winner's Bite for 3 and swing with Cartilage Crush for 6. And if it deals 4 more damage to you, the first action during your next turn costs an additional 1.
I hate it. That's like a pseudo frostbite.
It's Frostbite before Frostbite existed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that was right.
So
Maybe
it's
I
swinging
should've
for
taken the
6,
3.
and if it does
4 or more. So you have to block for at least 2 for it to not Frostbite you. Oh, and you're at 9. Right.
You
For
sure
the blood
you didn't already take 1 away?
I didn't. You were at 10.
Okay.
It was 10 to 8 before I took the damage.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
And definitely not because I was very carefully counting your hit points and how much I could do to you this turn.
Of course. Calculating. Cunning bastard.
It's definitely not because I was very high-key tuned to what your health total was.
So you have 1 in hand?
1 in hand.
And how much open?
No floating.
No floating.
No floating. Pitch 3 to swing with 3.
Okay.
A lot of my attacks cost 3 or 4.
But I mean, that could be the 1/0 cost in your deck.
It could be. Actually, I have a lot of 0 costs in my deck.
Okay.
Because I have Winner's Bite that makes you discard a card.
Oh, yeah, that is 0 cost.
That is 0 cost. I've got a Chill to the Bone, but that is a 0 cost, but that's not one that would be great. I would have used that already.
Yeah.
Because that makes it so that if an attack hits, it gives you 3 Frostbite tokens.
Awful.
That's the red one, anyways. I think I had that earlier. I think I blocked with it. Yeah, I did.
And you have no equipment.
And that one only gives you Frostbite if it's an ice or elemental attack that hits. So it is actually kind of hard for me to pull that off.
I think you blocked with that anyways.
I did. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
It has really huge upsides for me, but again, it does have to be an ice or elemental attack. And to be fair, most of the attacks I've swung at you do meet that criteria so far. This is probably the first one that doesn't, actually. Because Snow Under was an elemental attack, Glacial Footsteps is an elemental attack, and I've swung 2 icy encounters at you, which are both ice. I am kind of in the red zone, though, where I could actually pretty easily die to an attack on your next turn.
It's unfortunate that I no longer have the equipment that gives me Go Again. And I don't have a card with Go Again. Or do I? I actually do. Or do I?
Are you taking the 6?
No, definitely not. Who
Oh,
am
come
I?
on. Come on.
Come on.
Take your lumps.
Ooh, I could do that.
You could take the 6 and you wouldn't be dead.
Not that.
It's only 1 point. You can take that damage again.
There's so much in my graveyard.
There is. That's because you've never banished anything from your
I haven't
graveyard.
played any of the cards that banish.
Yeah,
anything.
I've seen a lot of Deadwood Rumblers and
They're still there. I think I pitched them.
yes, yeah, and the Graveling Growl. There's been a lot of cards you've played that would, or I've seen that would do that, but you've never attacked with one.
I'll block 2 of it.
Wow. Wait, 2?
You said I only need 2, right?
If you take 4 or more.
Yeah,
4 or more. I did say you could block 2 of it, didn't I? No, you have to block 3 of it to not get crushed. Sorry, my math was bad.
Might as well block 5 of it then.
Oh, you can block 5 of it? Oh, Lord. Take the 1?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay.
All right. Well, then I'm going to arsenal a card and your go.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, deck. Give me what daddy needs. You are giving me what daddy needs.
No frostbite tokens, which means I can do...
Nope. Yeah, I did not crush you.
I could swing with my meat axe for 2 if I wanted.
Well, no, it wouldn't be for 2. Oh, like paying 2. Yeah. You'd be swinging for at least 3 damage.
Okay, so I'll pitch a Wrecker Romp
for 2.
And I will not swing with my
come on.
because I have a better option, which is
I don't like that.
Hungry and Slaughter Beast.
Okay. You have to banish 3 random cards from the graveyard. Well, here's to hoping you don't banish anything with 6 or more power. And Levia starts burning you.
Pick some cards, any cards.
Let's go for it. This one, that one, and that one wanted to come with it. Okay. So there we go.
I mean, I didn't recognize it at all.
You turned off Blood Debt.
Yes, I did. Ooh, just barely. Wow.
Yeah. Shucks. Okay, and you're swinging for 7. So that is lethal that you're swinging for.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Okay.
It's unfortunate that it's not the Dominate card. Although I didn't discard
how greedy am I? I'm greedy. I'll block 3.
Okay.
All right. Take the 4.
Sure.
Come on. Go.
And I have none floating, so I can't do anything else. Yeah.
My turn.
Is it just barely not lethal?
I'm going to pitch Crush Confidence for 3 and Thump for 3, and I'm going to play Glacial Footsteps, swinging for 10, fusing with Ice, 10 with Dominate, coming at you.
Oof. Yep.
Just short.
Just short.
Just short.
You don't know. I could have a Rally the rear guard in here.
That's true. You could. Or you could have defensive reactions as well.
Which I don't. I don't think I have any defense reactions in this deck.
It would not surprise me. You kind of don't have a lot of room for them with all of your other instants and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad I didn't have the Goliath gauntlets now.
Is this giving me a Frostbite token?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, it's just 10 with Dominate.
But you have 1 in hand?
1 in hand.
1 in hand. And
which is an IC encounter.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yes,
yeah.
you did because you had to. Yeah. So in all fairness, this is public information. I have a 2-cost attack that would give you a Frostbite token if it hit, but I have nothing floating.
Yep.
Nothing floating, and that does not have go again. So guess what's getting arsenaled at the end of this turn? So glad that I drew that. That's why I said give me what I need. I needed an ice card so I could fuse that.
I can't say my token line. I could take it.
That's true, but you do get your token go to 1 hit point.
I mean, I could take it. I would just die.
I mean, that's true. I can take it. Dies.
I took it. Took it to the grave.
The sad thing is, though, since I can't kill you, like, it is actually very possible I could die on the crackback. But I'm also putting you to a point that if you can't turn off Blood Debt, you are dead. If I can get another Crush Confidence and swing with it and crush you with it. Unfortunately, it does have Crush, though, so I have to deal 4 more damage for it to turn off your hero's abilities, so. I could also just run you out of cards. That's another possibility.
Don't forget, I still have some Spew Shadows that I haven't blocked or discarded.
Do you? Haven't you blocked with 2? Do you have other colors?
I think I have 6 total.
Do you? Oh my god.
I could be wrong. I might only have 4.
Because I think
I've used them all.
Okay, so there's a red, there's a yellow, there's a yellow.
I think there's... Oh, there's 3 in there?
No, I think there's 4.
Oh.
There's a red, yep. So your reds and your yellows are gone. What does red do? Red is cost 2 or less.
I probably don't have the blue.
Yellow is cost 1 or less.
Yeah, the blue is probably 0
or less
cost, and I don't think I have any 0 cost.
Yeah, I doubt
attacks,
it.
So
I don't think you're going to get... Well, actually, you do have a number of hits for the yellow one, because Graveling Growl is a 1 cost.
I could have put it in there, just for color fixing. Who knows?
I was thinking even the yellow was courageous to include, but you do actually have a lot of good hits for the yellow, too.
Yeah.
Because of the Graveling Growls, and you could always just use it for, like, a blood tribute or something like that.
Okay, so how do I want to organize this?
Well, you want to block for at least 3.
Check in. Any of these can do that. So I just got to figure out which one's going.
Which one is your most useless? Mm-hmm. And hopefully nothing else you have has Dominate. Or if it does, it's an attack with 4 power.
Unfortunately, I think the only cards I have in here that have Dominate, I have to have already discarded a card. That's Banish a card.
Oh, this is my foil one. Heck yeah. I couldn't remember if I had 2 foil red ones or just the one.
I feel like I should take those the cards that are dependent on discarding, because I don't remember what cards in here make me discard.
It's Brute, so probably a lot. I can't remember if Savage Swing does, but Wrecker Romp does. Wrecker Romp does, your Axe does.
Is it discard?
Brute, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Axe does.
Yep. Or it's Savage Swing.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Brute has a lot of discard. Like,
I just haven't played
this is the first Brute where it has a lot of Banish instead. But it still does have a lot of discard, obviously, thanks to Meat Axe. Which, technically speaking, Reinhardt can use the Meat Axe, too, because they were nice, and they made those non-shadow weapons. My favorite thing is that the Levia and Chain specialization cards aren't Runeblade or Brute cards. They're just Shadow cards. It's like, why? Why? You could have made them Runeblade cards. I guess because they don't want you to be able to, like, fetch them as Runeblade cards, maybe? Because there are some Runeblade fetch cards, so maybe they're just trying to keep it out of that.
Okay. So I'll block with this Boneyard Marauder.
For 3?
Yeah.
Take the 7?
Yep.
Down to 1?
Down to 1. I could have actually blocked with 2
That's the first time I've been in the lead this entire game, I think. Oh, wait, no, I got that first Glacial Footsteps, but then you very quickly took the lead back. All right, I'm going to Arsenal card and draw back up.
All right.
Oh, you know what? I want the opposite order of that. We're starting to reach the point that Thump is a win condition. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's actually not that great, though.
Okay. So I'm going to unfortunately pitch this Unworldly Bellow.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then play Hungering Slaughter Beast. It's for 7. And I've got to banish 3 random cards.
3 random cards, okay.
3
and I've got to
cards.
block 6 of this. That's very unfortunate.
Pick some cards. Only 3 cards.
That's very unfortunate. 2.
Okay. Ooh.
3. Boom. Boom.
No.
So I just have to live this turn, right?
Well, that's, you know. So you're gonna block.
Okay, so I have to. Yeah, that's true. All right, so I'm gonna block 6 with chill, pummel, and pummel.
Okay.
I really wanted to use those pummels. All right, so blocking 6, I would take 1. No attack reactions.
No, I don't think I have any.
That's unfortunate. Okay. Yep. So I think I know what you're gonna do, but I.
Oh, I mean, you probably saw my eyes moving.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna do to not die to blood debt, which is very tragic because I can make you get rid of that card in your hand. But if I do, you can do that in response.
Yep.
So I was waiting for you to crack it so that I could make you discard in response, but I can't do that because it's a defense reaction off Oldhim or Oldhim.
Okay, so you're blocking all of it?
6.
6.
Taking 1 down to 1.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
And then I guess I would do that on my turn, right? Or on
You
your
would
turn?
do that before you get to the end of your turn.
Oh, it's at the end of my turn.
Blood debt happens at the end of your turn.
So I would do it
if
now.
you are ebb and folding,
Yes.
yes, this is
I
the
would.
time.
So
The one
Banish?
remaining.
Banish
It is an
card.
instant, so
Yep.
Banish. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not a shadow card, so you don't
It's
get to draw.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Okay.
I played that. I played that wrong. I should have kept this in my hand instead, and then I would have drawn a card. Drew a card.
Yeah, but you also I suppose blocking with predatory would have done the same thing.
It would
of
have.
giving you the same chance, the same
I thought
odds of
it
getting
after
something.
I did it. I just didn't want to rewind
Yeah. All right.
because we do that
Well,
too
then,
much.
Ebb and fold is gone.
Because we misplay too much, or
Yeah, that's true.
I misplay too much.
I really wanted those pummels because if I could swing with any attack and play pummel, that probably kills you.
I think.
Also, have you ever read the second half of pummel of what happens if you use it on an attack action that costs 2 or more? yeah.
Ooh.
That's what it's here for. We're not even using it for pumping Titan's Fist. All right, well, my turn. Pitch Amulet of Ice for 3. Swing for 5, and if it hits, create a Frostbite token. Not that that's particularly relevant, because if it hits, you're dead. so I don't think it's going to hit. But who knows? Maybe you drew 4 blood tribunes and you're dead. Which is very close to what just happened to me that turn, because I drew Amulet of Ice that doesn't block, and then 3 cards that only block for 2. So it's not a great draw for me.
Okay, so that's your only card, right? Okay.
Yep. I have 1 floating resource. No cards in hand. No cards in Arsenal, because I played that from Arsenal.
And that costs 3.
Yes. Also, that doesn't have Go again.
Yeah, that's true.
And his ability is a defense reaction. And costs 3. His defense reaction is not very useful in this deck, because basically all it does is that if I pitch an ice card to it, you have to put a card from your hand on top of your deck, which is kind of nice, but it costs 3 to do that, and not a lot of my ice cards pitch for 3, and then I have no earth cards, and earth is what you have to pitch to prevent damage.
5.
Yes. So you have to block at least 5.
Which I will do.
All right.
And I'm not discarding a card for Rally the rear guard.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Well, here you go.
It's getting down there.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So I'm going to pitch a Savage Swing to play a Hungarian Slaughter Beast.
Swinging for 6
Yep, and I got a banish 3 cards.
at random.
At random.
All right. Can I kill you? The problem here is I am running out of cards that kill you. So my odds are getting worse and worse of actually getting you with blood debt.
Yep.
All right. All right. And I did remove one that would save you. So swinging for 6, so I have to block for 6. That's unfortunate. I kind of wanted to keep this emerging avalanche, but I do need to block with it. Block 3 and 3.
Okay, so you take none.
Yep. This is getting dicey. I'm hitting a lot of cards that either don't block or block for less than 3.
Yep.
Because I have another card in my hand, but it blocks for less than 3, so I had to lose Emerging Avalanche, even though I very much want this card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
That's the end of my turn.
Well then, my turn. You're going to want to draw.
Oh, yes.
Presumably, because I am going to swing at you. This is a massive amount of damage you're going to have to figure out how to block. I'm going to pitch Amulet of Ice for 3, and I want to swing for 3 with Titan's Fist. It's my first time attacking with it this entire game.
Swinging for lethal.
I am technically swinging for lethal, that is true. Just have to hope you drew all Blood Tributes, Spew Shadows. Actually, Spew Shadows does block, as we've already seen. You are getting low here.
I am.
That is
more
more than a hand.
Yep.
Just more than a hand. But if you start swinging with meat axe, you're going to greatly reduce those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But I am also getting kind of low now. Now I'm starting to burn through stuff. I'm actually going to see cards that I put on the bottom. Like I am going to have gone through my whole deck. So my ordering may have mattered.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
What? Not easy to block?
No. It's perfectly fine for that. I'm worried about my next turn. Also, I remember...
Can I live long enough to run you out of cards? Or kill you to blood debt?
You know what? It's fine. I'll block with a Wrecker Romp.
Okay. Take 0. All right. I'm going to arsenal a card and draw back up. Here we go. Do I draw cards that block? The Amulet of Ices are getting very scary because they do not block. Okay. Those are things.
Okay. So I'm going to play a Primeval Bella. As an additional cost, I have to...
Discard a random card and your next attack gets +3.
Ooh, pick a card.
Yikes. Okay. Okay, the pitch 3 is gone.
Yep.
All right.
Then I'm going to pitch for 3. Yep, it's Brute Attack.
I think it is. I think you are actually correct.
Yep, I know.
I think you are, because it doesn't say Brute Attack action.
Yep.
But that doesn't say Brute Attack, but it's a Brute weapon, and it's attacking, so I assume yes?
Yeah. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
So you're swinging for 6,
Yep,
and you discard a card.
Yep.
Okay.
Draw.
Discard. Is it power 6 or greater?
Of course it is.
No, you discard.
Discard, yep.
Yeah. Okay, so you're swinging for 8? Jesus.
Ooh, but nothing's gone into my banished zone, has it?
Oh, so I just have to survive this attack?
Yeah.
Woo! That's very true. I'm going to block for...
Dang it.
9, 11.
Just to... Like, because you can.
Just to make sure we don't die. Ooh. I mean, the odds were very stacked in my favor that eventually you were going to die to blood debt. Because eventually you run out of cards and you can't consistently...
It's unfortunate.
And now you take way more than 1 point of blood debt damage.
Maybe I should have kept something... I forgot about blood debt. If I played like the Hungering Slaughter Beast or whatever.
Oh,
before.
If instead of playing Primeval Bellow, like instead of playing it, if you, because let's see,
I could have pitched it to play.
You could have pitched it to play Deadwood Rumbler and
misplay right at the end.
And that actually would have kept you alive this turn because you would have. This was the card you drew and discarded, which I think is what this does.
Yep.
So, yes. So you would have lived, although then I have to block for 6.
Instead.
So let me think how I would have done that. Because I could have blocked like here, for example, and then swung with this next turn for 5, which does have you on the ropes. I have pummel in my arsenal, so eventually I was going to be able to pump something pretty high. So I either would have swung at you for 5 next turn, or I would have blocked 6 and gotten this off, and then my next attack that I did would have dominate and +3. So that would have been close regardless. I mean, obviously a very close game.
It was pretty close.
Woo!
Surprisingly, we've been at 1 for like half this game.
True. And to be fair, I was now in a much better place to survive because I've actually burned through most of my cards that don't block are blocked for less. Like this is my last pummel.
Let's find out.
Which is why I arsenaled pummel too, is so I didn't have it in my hand being a bad block.
My hand would have been full of savage swings and.
Yeah, I start drawing money at this point. I start drawing lots of.
No, I wouldn't have had that.
Block threes, and big swings.
Hit for 7, hit for 7.
I was back into the cards I had seen. So this is a lot of really big attacks that I pitched for 3.
+2 to my attack.
That was a good game, though.
I felt like this run ran a little better than last time I played it.
And you got to actually run it a bit more, too.
Yep.
Because this was much longer.
Literally ran through the deck.
Yep.